Remember how I said it's important to me that I cater to everyone in the wheelhouse, all the subscribers I've got. Not everybody's at the same place in their hair loss journey. And sometimes I'll talk about things I don't normally because I know that there's that 5% of my audience that hasn't heard me speak about their thing. So today, if hair transplants are your thing, you're considering it or you did it or whatever, here's a hair transplant video. Here's what I was thinking. Again, imagine that my mind, there's nothing about a hair transplant that's attractive to me personally. What I mean by that is, I would never want one. People will ask me in the comments. That's a common comment I get about once a week. Why don't you just get a hair transplant? And of course, when people comment on that, what they're saying is, if I were you, I'd get a hair transplant. But keep in mind, you're not me. You're Nick Shell, a man whose hair is not part of his identity like it is for you. So you're speaking from your perspective, not from mine. I have zero interest in getting a hair transplant. I made a video before. I think I named a number of how many tens of thousands of dollars that I'd have to be paid before I'd even take one for free. That's how uninterested I am in getting a hair transplant. But here's the fundamental thing I was thinking about. I think at a core level, fundamentally, I feel like I don't deserve a hair transplant. Let's unpack that. I feel like I don't deserve a hair transplant. I feel in this alternate universe, let's say I got the hair transplant, and everyone who's very pro hair transplant applauds me. Yay, he finally did it. He didn't wait until it's too late, and now he looks great. All right, he's the next Joe McHale. You know, he got his hair transplant. Okay, let's say I did that. But for me, if anyone found out about it, and of course, how would they not with me being a YouTuber who's one of the main hair loss YouTubers in the world? But even, okay, let's assume that I didn't have a hair loss video channel and I got a hair transplant. If anyone found out, which at some point I guess they might, I think ultimately I would be very challenged by other men my age who had less hair than me, and would kind of like chuckle at me and say, man, why'd you do that? Why don't you just shave it off? That would bother me. That would bother me to think, well, what makes me so special? Why do I deserve a hair transplant over the other guys that are my age and balder, or who lost most of their hair at a young age anyway? They dealt with it. Why couldn't I? What makes me so special? It would make me personally feel self-centered if I got a hair transplant. It would feel like I'm cheating the system, knowing that most men of European descent have noticeable hair loss by the age of 30, and many definitely have that by the age of 40, which I'm now pushing 40. So even on my worst, as I'm growing out this buzz cut, I still have more hair than I ever thought I would. I feel like it would be a complete betrayal of not only myself, but science and men in general, and somehow even God. I don't know if we're created in his image. Maybe God is bald. I don't know. That's a question that was asked. But either way, I feel that I don't deserve a hair transplant. What makes me so special? If you're Bradley Cooper or Matthew McConaughey or Joe McHale, and your career and your relevance is based on you, I guess, having this seemingly perfect head of hair, I guess it makes sense. I still think, though, if I were an actor, I would want to age with, I don't know, with reality, the way Marlon Brando did. You know, if you look at him, whatever movie he was in, at whatever age I am, my hairline and even my density, I would argue, are very similar to Marlon Brando. And he was very relevant up into his older age, and it didn't matter, because for me, I'm not here to be a good-looking guy. I'm here to be a relevant guy that can help other people age the way my DNA has caused me to age with my hair. I don't deserve a hair transplant. I'm not special enough, and I'm okay with that.